You better not be wasting my time, slave. You better have the holocron. A fake. Or stolen from the library, probably. I'll deal with you later. Now, I believe it's time for another demonstration. Gur, step forward.
Yes, Overseer.
Fon, kill him.
With pleasure, Overseer.
Let Gur be an example to you. Fon destroyed him easily, like he will destroy all of you. Are there any other objections?
No, Overseer. No objections.
Now the rest of you know the next trial. Go. You, slave, stay here. Now, slave, you think yourself pretty clever getting that holocron, don't you?
I really am the best.
You are lucky Lord Zash finds you useful. Now for your trial. The last, darkest secrets of Tulak Horde are buried in his tomb. Lord Zash wants this text. But the final resting place of the dead lord is not easily trespassed. You will not be the first to die there.
Yes, I get it already. You send me into a tomb to do the impossible, hoping I die, and I come back and prove you wrong.
Shut up, slave. I've had about enough of your mockery. Do not come back here until you've gotten the text from Tulak Horde's tomb. Out of my sight, slave.
Those blasted mining droids were tougher than I thought. I'm not going to make it, but I hope whoever is watching this will honor me. Escaped slaves, stole weapons from the Academy, fled into this tomb. They've reprogrammed the mining droids. Without those droids, the slaves won't survive. Tried to take them down myself. Didn't work out. Destroy enough rogue droids, and the slaves will die. Teach them not to cross the Sith.
Approach. I've heard rumors of your exploits in the tombs. You follow in the footsteps of failed apprentices. Ones sent to slay renegades and crack the shells of armored droids. You fared better.
That's it, exactly.
The mining droids not only protected the slaves who subverted their program, but threatened to damage the tombs of the ancients. That would have been unforgivable. And for succeeding where others died, you will be rewarded.
Yes. Yes, remarkable. Magnificent. You slave. No. Acolyte. You're the one who brought me this magnificent holocron from the tomb of Marka Ragnos, yes?
Yes, my lord. I found the holocron.
Unbelievable. 1,000 years buried in that tomb. The Sith Lords passing it by. And then the most unlikely person comes along. Tell me, how did you manage it?
I shot lightning at it, and it opened.
Such a simple solution. Why did none of us think of that? We must have thought too deeply on it, believed too strongly that it could not be done. Or perhaps we were simply not meant to open it. Your work so far, in bringing back this holocron, and now the text from Tulak Horde's tomb, has me intrigued. I am watching your progress eagerly. I have high hopes for you, Acolyte. Sky high.
I hope I live up to them.
Good luck, Acolyte. Good luck.
I was just about to send Fon off. What delayed you, slave?
I like to stop and smell the blood.
You'll be smelling your own blood soon. Now, did you collect the text from Tulak Horde's tomb?
Of course. As always, I'm brilliant.
Give it here. No doubt it's been badly damaged. It's what we get for sending a careless lowlife to do a Sith job. Isn't that right, Fon?
What are we waiting for, Overseer? Why don't we kill this wretch now?
You have a big mouth, slave, but no combat skills. I don't want to see you again until you've satisfied the Korriban instructors. The training facility is on the second floor of the Academy and is usually reserved for the Dark Lords and their apprentices. This is not a promotion, and you are not to speak to anyone except the training master when you are up there, understand? You are not fit for their presence.
That's hardly your call.
Do not press your luck, slave. I could just let Fon tear you to pieces. Now get going to the second floor training grounds. You don't want to keep the instructors waiting.
Hello there, friend. You remember my brother and me from downstairs? With Harkon, right?
Sorry it had to be this way.
We don't like it any more than you do. Well, maybe a little more.
Now, you really don't know whether I like this or not.
I'm sorry, girl. I liked you. I really did.
But Harkon made us a deal, see? We kill you, we go home.
If you're going to kill me, then do it.
I'm sorry. I really am.
Quiet, Balak. The time for talk is past. Fight for your life, Acolyte.
Come here, child. Do you intend to explore the Academy? To know the world that gave birth to the Sith? You should linger here a while. I am Overseer Ragate, a keeper of the old ways. I sense you have potential, and I can help you if you like.
Everyone in the Academy seems to sense my potential.
But you have not yet come into your own. You have power and strength in the Force, but you must be tested beyond the trials your masters have set for you. I administer the rite of blood and bone, a ritual performed beyond this doorway. It is a rite acolytes have participated in for 10,000 years.
Blood and bone, huh? Sounds right up my alley.
It pleases you? Then I too am pleased. In the chambers, past the gateway, there is a colony of Shyraks, my leather-winged, razor-taloned children and their brood. They guard a mountain of skulls, an altar to the Academy's failures. You must reach the bones before proceeding.
You promised a rite of blood and bone. Where's the blood?
Clever, cruel child. I have your answer. You must claim a skull from the mountain and return to the antechamber. Soak the skull in the blood pool and come to me. Once bone has turned red, I will look and see your nature written in crimson stains. And possibly a glimpse of your future.
I'll admit that does sound intriguing.
To complete the rite is to accept one's death, to steal one's own mortality and drown it in the fluid of life. That is the symbolic purpose. But it is also a trial of power, as are all Sith trials, a trial to test strength and to grant it. I will await you here. If you die, I will forget you. The screams of the Shyraks and the rippling of the blood pool. I heard the sounds of death. I know you brought the red-stained skull, and I must say, I am pleased.
I completed the rite then?
As so many Dark Lords have before you. The skull you carry, your rage, your actions drowned it with the dark side. It is part of you. I can read it. I can offer a small gift, but more than that, I can offer a glimpse of your destiny. There's much I can read in the bones.
Tell me what you see. I want to know.
Very well. Listen carefully. When your final trial comes, beware the Shadow Killer. It can be bound, but never controlled.
I am most grateful.
That is all I see for certain. I can say no more. Prize what you have accomplished here. You are part of a tradition almost as old as Korriban itself, and you have done well. Goodbye now, young Sith. This lesson is complete.
Well, well. Look who shows up at long last. I half expected to hear you'd crossed some Dark Lord upstairs and finally got yourself killed. None of the others have shown up either. I assume they're dead by now, which means you and Fon are the last ones.
So I just kill Thon and I'm Sith, right? This shouldn't take long.
Wrong. Your final trial will be to retrieve an ancient map from the innermost chamber of Naga Sado's tomb, which has never been breached in thousands of years. But before you get the map, you'll have to awaken an ancient assassin called a Dashard that sleeps in the tomb. You cannot access the map without him. Understand?
What exactly is a Dashard?
They're a lost race of assassins that the ancient Sith used to devour their Force-using enemies. This one will probably eat you the moment he's freed. Oh, and one more thing. You'll be competing with Fon for this map. Whoever brings it back will be Lord Zash's apprentice. The other will die. And Fon's already started, so my advice? Run, slave. Run.
One moment, please.
Lord Zash! What are you doing here?
Overseer, are you implying that I, a Lord of the Sith, don't have the right to go where I please within the Academy of the Sith?
No, of course not, Lord Zash.
Good. I saw the last acolyte arrive. I wanted to see the hopefuls off on their final trial. Where's, the red one, Fon?
He finished his trial early, so I sent him on rather than keeping him waiting for this.
Pity. I just finished translating the wonderful text this acolyte brought from Tulak Hord's tomb, and it's most illuminating. I don't know that the map can be retrieved without it.
Uh-oh. Fon's in trouble.
It's too late. Fon's already left. You can't just...
Give one acolyte an unfair advantage over the other? Overseer, when has being Sith ever been about being fair? Now, my dear acolyte, here is what you must do to free the Dashard. There are rods scattered throughout the tomb of Naga Sado. These rods are the keys to the chamber where the ancient assassin is imprisoned. You will need to place the rods in the chamber door and electrify them. I don't know exactly the reason, but it is clear that you will not be able to retrieve the map without the Dashard. But be careful, he is very dangerous.
Is there anything else I should know about the Dashard?
It's a Force-resistant assassin. I have reason to believe this one was placed in the tomb by Tulak Hord himself. I will return when both acolytes are back from the tomb. You will not do anything further to affect the outcome of the trial. Understood?
Yes, Lord Zash.
Good. And good luck, acolyte.
I'm an acolyte now, but I'll be Sith soon. I too am despised in the Academy. What happened then? I think I can help. If Prythor is really behind all this, he may be worth investigating.
What do you want? I'm training slaves to feed the beasts, and I don't have time to chat.
Have you heard of a creature called Seirun?
Seirun? You know of Seirun? That creature was close to me when I was an acolyte. It helped me survive my trials. It traveled places I couldn't, told me everything it heard and saw. It had been living off vermin before I came along. I figured out a way to make it healthier, stronger. Seirun's special meals.
What is Seirun exactly? I've never seen anything like it.
Its people come from the planet Bis, but it's lived on Korriban as long as anyone can remember. Seirun never knew exactly what I fed it. Its meals weren't just beast fodder. Seirun ate the corpses of the Academy's failures, the bones and blood of dead acolytes. Feeding on their energy after death, it grew exponentially more powerful with every meal, and became strong in the dark side.
You fed the corpses of dead students to that thing?
The sludge we feed to the slaves and the two Carter wouldn't have sated Seirun. And bodies pile up quickly here. It was an easy way to dispose of them. When I saw how twisted Seirun was becoming, I sent it away. It was becoming hungrier all the time, and I feared it would attack the living. Destroying it seemed impossible. It could heal any injury it suffered. I hoped it would find a new home somewhere, but it seems we must act more decisively.
We could. Or I could give it the meal it wants.
Aid Seirun and it will turn on us. One more taste of power and it will begin hunting acolytes. I can't allow that. Together, we must poison Seirun. Before I sent Seirun away, I developed a powerful toxin, but I didn't have the heart to use it. It won't kill the creature, but it should strip it of its power.
So, let's say we poison it. What happens to Seirun then?
My best guess? If we do this, Seirun won't survive much longer. It will hide as best it can and slowly starve. But the alternative is to let it become a living horror.
Seirun needs to become strong. It needs its food.
Seirun's not loyal to the Sith, not to me, and certainly not loyal to you. But I have a degree of loyalty to the creature. If this is what you insist on doing, I'll give you what Seirun wants.
Perhaps the creature will prove useful again. It's an interesting experiment, if nothing else.
Perhaps. This should be what you need. Feed it to Seirun, and the creature will have the strength it desires. Let's hope we're not making a mistake.
I'm sure you'll find it satisfactory. Remember this kindness, Seirun. Remember the Sith who helped you, and that you don't need to kill.
Places amins wajhajs fools, gawendida seek from tauhans. Iptaukida melaswe sama word sign in meremnai saigat rawa digdal. Tagasar jais in parks prize war peren swase ik bus karadida.
Your defiance is foolish and misplaced.
Ababarna habens, glaubena, ni in usakwai, usiterens apipao. Was Jabe wise Jabe, prophetess, we sons Jagara Haitain.
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Tulak Horde is dead.
Places amins wajhajs fools, gawendida seek from tauhans. Paprogatua, ina in lausolam, Ja gasatira tu ima. Twade en warpai an parlay kain. Ni ok panay, name in maidens. Ipsik baikudana, jaus erpai rojandan, in bise wistai. In bizoze waitai spila presen kretai, in bise wanata atragata injais.
Fine, then let's go.
Sisunja, dargi skolan.
I'm telling you, Overseer, it cannot be done. I went into the tomb, I saw the Deshard across the chasm, but I could not get to it.
But the map, the map! Lord Zash is adamant she will not take an apprentice without the map!
I'm telling you, Lord Zash wants the impossible. No one is ever going to get that map.
No one except me, you mean?
The map and the Deshard. Get that monster out of here this instant and give me the map.
No, it's not possible. You wretch, you filth, you must have cheated somehow. How did you do it? How did you release the monster?
Sai galut saira, iswis us uf gandan, ja atnam, in puidangarja.
Right. You must have cheated. You must have. You'll pay for this!
Fawn, patience. You will have your chance at this whelp after you personally deliver this map to Lord Zash.
Eat them both, Cam.
Dobila wesun.
Keep your pet at bay for just a moment, Acolyte. I would have a word with Fawn.
Lord Zash.
Yes, Fawn. Now, where's my map?
Here, Lord Zash. Right here.
You found it for me, Fawn? How wonderful.
He couldn't have found it if he tried.
Silence! Fawn will tell me what happened, won't you, Fawn? You wouldn't dare lie to me, would you? Because it would be a shame for me to discover that you lied to me. Now, one more time. Did you bring this map back from Nagasadow's tomb?
No. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hearken, you fool. In any other group for any other lord, this young man would have torn the other acolytes to shreds. What were you trying to prove? That you could outsmart me? That you knew better than me what kind of person I wanted for an apprentice? You fool! There's your pet, Harkin. Clean this mess up. Apprentice, meet me in my chambers upstairs.
As you say.
This is not the end. Without Lord Zash to save you, you're nothing. I have connections that will hunt you wherever you go.
I'm sorry it turned out this way, Harkin. I know you never liked me much, but I learned a lot from you.
What? Well, I guess it is an overseer's job to inspire his charges. Now get going, slave. I mean, apprentice.
Ah, my magnificent new apprentice. Congratulations are in order, I believe.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
You've earned it, my apprentice. Now, I was just looking over this astonishing map you brought back, and I can tell we have a lot of work ahead of us.
What is this map of, exactly?
We can't talk about it here. Too many unfriendly ears. You must meet me on Drummond Cars. There we can talk more.
Drummond Cars. Got it.
I will meet you in my chambers in the Citadel in Cars City. There we can speak more freely of the work ahead, without the fear of unfriendly ears. This is the lightsaber I had as an apprentice. I want you to have it.
I shall wreak havoc with it wherever I go.
Magnificent. No doubt you will. Now remember, my chambers, the Citadel, Drummond Cars. It's imperative that we get to work on this as soon as possible.
Stop right there, slave. Darth Scotia has a message for you.
I'm a Sith apprentice. Show some respect, or I'll smash your face in.
Shut up, you insignificant worm. The message is this. You will not go to Drummond Cars. Everything you've done here, everyone you've dealt with, Lord Zash included, is insignificant. Darth Scotia has eyes and ears on Korriban. He knows what your master is up to, and he is displeased, to say the least. On Korriban, Lord Zash may have her way, but on Drummond Cars, it's a different story. So you see, you have to die.
Kem, what is it you do to Force users again?
Gibay iswis aman hangujins.
Or Tosin, is that a Deshard? Maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Coward! Fight, you fool!
Selon se carigai. In bizo se waitai spila presin kretai. In bize e wanata atragata indais.
By the time we are done, you will have fed to excess.
Anims jai fragibans. Imbate sunjas. Puijan gardos wai parpana.